Practice is about to be done right here at Daytona. We are starting the inaugural race, kind of a practice race before the season gets ready for the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. It's a Gander Mountain Truck Series, so some of the newer trucks that you see on the market right now, they are going to be the trucks that these folks are going to be driving today. 40 laps is what we're going to be making an attempt on. We've got 15 or 16 drivers in here for this race, and it's going to be interesting, going to be a lot of fun. We're going to pull in a few drivers in just a moment for some kind of pre-race chit-chat, talk about the league and talk about what they do also in their spare time. Let you guys get to know the race league before we get underway right here from virtual Daytona. This is Jason with the Signature Media Broadcasting Group. We are going to be live in just a moment. I will be right back with you for the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League in just a moment. Alrighty, as qualifying is about to get underway in the next couple of minutes, we're going to bring in a few drivers to talk about what they do and how they do it. Jake Elrod, he is going to be driving the number 19 today. Jake, you got me out there?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy, we're listening to the sounds of the track, and tell me a little bit about your experience with iRacing and what you plan on doing.
I've been doing ARCA, so I've hopped in these trucks with Sean wanted me to be his teammate, so it's going to be a little different in these trucks tonight, but hopefully we can stay at the back and be up there towards the end.
Yeah, these trucks are a little easier to drive than those ARCA cars. You guys can get in there and slightly bump draft a little easier. Is that going to play a factor, do you think, with running with these guys in this inaugural race for the series?
Yeah, I believe it'll definitely play a role in the race tonight.
Well, fantastic. So you run a couple series. We know that you have the No Limit series, which we broadcast for as well. Any other tracks out there that you run with, or any other series that you run with?
That's only two as of right now.
Right on, right on. Well, I appreciate you jumping in the broadcast booth with me. Tell everybody where you're from and give a little quick bio about you, and we'll let you get back to qualifying.
I'm from Alma, Georgia, and I'm a crop consultant.
Crop consultant in Alma, Georgia. So if I get anybody from Alma, Georgia, make sure you root for the number 19 and make sure I've got it right. I'm sorry, Jake, you're driving the number 14. I'm backwards right there. I'm looking at the wrong relative. I apologize about that.
I wasn't sure. I thought I put down 14.
Nah, you got the number 14. Some things switched on me there for just a moment, so I apologize about that. So the number 14 is Jake Elrod. He's going to be your guy that in Alma, Georgia, that you're going to be rooting for. Good luck in qualifying, and we'll see you when the race starts.
Thank you.
Jake Elrod right there for everybody. Hope everybody's out there ready to get this race underway. We've got 5 minutes before qualifying starts, and it's going to be a lot of fun very, very, very shortly. And we're going to talk to one of the admins here very shortly as well. He's one of the guys that helps put on the league. Kind of one of those guys that you kind of lean on just a little bit. Let's switch you over real quick so you can watch actually the number 19 qualify. So number 19, Mr. Jordan, he is going to be the Chevy that you're going to be watching right here as he makes his first lap out to qualify. Long backstretch here. A little bit about the track as we get ready to get underway here in just a moment. Daytona is 2.48 miles oval, 4 turns, track elevation 36.52 feet above sea level. Of course, that's right there at Daytona Beach. And 120 degrees on the, that's the track temperature as we speak. Weather for our race today, air temperature 73 degrees. Wind direction out of the southeast at 4 to 5 miles an hour. No humidity, no fog, and partly cloudy conditions for the race at virtual Daytona. Don't know what the weather is down there right now. But as the 19 gets his lap underway, we're going to see what kind of lap times he posts. Right along with him as he takes the bank into turn 3. Runs it kind of high. He might be just kind of trying to take it easy. As everybody kind of just sits back and relaxes for a moment. Gonna take a slight break. Gonna get another guy in here to interview, and I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Alrighty, I'm back with you right here as qualifications are about to be underway. It looks like our Grid will be lined up for us in just a moment. I'm going to, of course, bring on one of the admins right here, Sean Morissette. He runs the No Limit Series as well as the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing Series. Sean, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm good.
So tell me about your car. You're running, actually I can't even see your number right now. It's loading up for me. But tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and kind of how you got started with this league, since you are one of the admin for it.
Well, I run the 88 car. I'm from Ontario, Bowmanville, actually. And me and Don used to run together in another league before this one. And we wanted to make our own league, so we started talking. And we decided we were going to run trucks because that was something that we hadn't run yet. We were actually running street stock before this. And we made this league and got a few people in here, and now I think we're at 20 members or more now.
Definitely a good start so far. It's going to be a good race today now that we have Daytona. I saw that you qualified in the back, or you stayed in the back there. Is that a kind of a strategy to try to avoid any wrecks or anything like that? How are you going to work yourself to the front?
Well, that is our strategy. We're going to try to avoid all the early wrecks, and then we're going to hook up later on in the race, me and my teammates, and we're going to try to push to the...
Yeah, we spoke to one of your teammates earlier, Jake Elrod, in the number 14, so I see you guys working together. Who else is on your team?
We got me, Jake, and I forget the other one right now. He's also from No Limit. Jason or something, I don't even...
Gotcha. It looks like we got Josh Klinger in the number 17. That's going to be your other your other teammate out there. Yeah, well, I'm looking at it right now. Everything's lining up for me as the race is about to get underway. Everybody's gridding right there. Looks like our Stuart Peterson's going to be our pole sitter today for this race. So, but good luck to you and the rest of your team over there at S&J Racing. We appreciate you stopping into the broadcast booth as we're about to get underway right here, okay?
Sure.
Sean Morissette right there. So he's up there in Canada. So if you are from his area, make sure that you root him on, like and share everything on Facebook, and get everybody rocking and rolling over there for these guys. Also, make sure that you tune in to our Facebook channel. We're about to have a new one for the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. And then also make sure that you go ahead and check out the Twitch page, twitch.tv/JLfollow. And if you go to the About section there, you can donate to a worthy cause, which is the broadcasts right here. There is your race leader, or your pole sitter, as things are about to get underway right now. Take a look at the starting lineup for everybody. Want to make sure that we can show at least the first 5 rows of the starting grid. Stuart Peterson in the 121, your pole sitter right there for the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. From virtual Daytona, Joe Agnello in the 444. He's going to be outside him on the first row. Michael Wenner in the number 23 inside row 2. Michael Pichinka in the number 55 as the pace car enters turn 3. Shane Shepard in the number 4, and Travis Martineo in the 171 in row 3. Don, the ever famous man that runs the show, dot 36 in the 36. David Cotton in the 35. We're about to be green flag racing right here from virtual Daytona. As everybody gets up to speed, you're going to see the 121 take off, and it's going to be your race leader. Daytona's a big track, a lot of laps to go, 40 to go as we start the side-by-side racing. As everybody's going to make it interesting already. The 444 is going to slide, or the 171 is going to slide right in front of everybody, showing 444 as the number for Mr. Agnello, but not quite that number right there. So let's see what happens as the race progresses as the 23 tries to make a line outside, up high. There's the 444 in the Skull truck. Jostling back and forth, everybody tries to settle into the lines. They kind of have a little help out there as the 171 tightens up of Martineo. Came from 6th all the way to 2nd position as they cross the start-finish line. Trying to line up that bumper right behind the 121 and work together. That's a good stretch of the back, a good long stretch of the exit of turn 2 is what you see right there as we continue to go. Green flag racing right here from virtual Daytona with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing live streaming on 4 different platforms. The number 4 making a move right there in front of the 444 and got a car coming off the track hitting the infield. No yellow flag yet as everybody continues to race around. 2 fast fixes for this race, so an opportunity for everybody to get basically brand new vehicles to get out there and try to compete with the entire field. But with those guys wrecking in the backfield, that's going to take a little bit off of the race line. Solid racing so far as our top 10 are still in the top 10. Peterson, Martineo, Shepard, your top 3 as everybody rounds out. 4 cars ready to catch up from the backfield. Make sure we pull our timing screen up for you real quick as we are still green flag racing. Right here from virtual Daytona. Side by side is how everything is working with 4 laps. As they started 4 laps, as the 121 takes the backstretch for a ride into turn 3. An aerial view for everybody. See, everybody tries to hug the bottom line. The 444 trying to get a drafting partner to make it interesting. Long race to go, so we may not see some of that aggressive driving, but it doesn't mean that somebody's not going to try to make an attempt to get out front and lead a few laps. Good practice for next Sunday's race, which will begin right around 9 p.m. Eastern times. Practice starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. A lot of jostling back and forth. Cars in the backstretch trying to get out, catch some air. Got a 2-car tandem in the 444 and the 60 up top, trying to gain some momentum. And they have another truck and that Charmin Silverado coming up to try to give them some help. 2 trucks work, but 3 trucks are better if they could keep everything straight. As you got the lap traffic below. First car 1 lap down, Michael Wayner. Take that back 3 laps down after the caution that was thrown. So 2 cars involved, Michael and Michael Wenner in the number 3, or who started 3rd, apologize about that, in the 23, and Cody Rawlings in the number 13. Those are the guys involved in that, having to get all of those repairs done. 13 cars on the lead lap still, as the furthest gap from the last pack. There's a 4-car tandem that are working together is right around 11 seconds. As we'll go back and take a look at that group working together as they start to catch up with lap traffic. The 88 of Sean Morissette and the 17. That little team going on right now, Josh Klinger, Jake Elrod, and Don, and the number 36 back there. He's the guy that everybody wants to work together. Sean trying to lead that pack and catch them back up to the leaders, falling just a little bit slower. Their lap time's right around half a second slower than the front pack group. But back to the start of the track, these guys are still running nice and smooth, nice and fast. We continue to go green flag racing, and they will have to pit. And they can't make it all the way to the end on the fuel. So they will have to pit right around, I believe, lap 25. So we'll see how that continues to go as the 121 and the 171 still continue to work together. 2x2 tandems. There's a little shake on the inside right there from the 4. Makes everybody have to try to line back up with him on the inside. 6 cars on the inside, 4 on the outside. And as we get somebody that gets turned on the inside, no yellow flag just yet. As pit road becomes everybody's parking spot under caution. The 121 and the 171 are continuing to line up the 4 and 444 right there, taking a few vehicles out of contention. No caution as we continue green flag racing right here from virtual Daytona. Cautions are automatic, but if they don't come back up on the track, they do not get triggered. So 7 cars in that front pack, continuing the race pattern as they continue to go green flag racing with 9 complete right here at virtual Daytona. When we get an opportunity for a break, we will sit down with Don, who is the founder of the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing Leagues with iRacing, and we'll discuss how he came up with the name and what he's been doing with his time during the COVID-19 shutdown across our globe. And he recently just had surgery when we spoke the other day about doing some broadcasts and getting this stuff lined up for him. We are still continuing green flag racing right now. We can go back, and I'm going to go back and try to take a look at what happened in that last little incident with looks like we had a little trouble in the back of the pack too. We didn't get the opportunity to see. Here's a little replay of the 4 or 5 car tandem group that happened back there. As everybody kind of got pinched up as Morissette comes up high. The 14 pushing the 3 car tandem pack, tries to go to the inside, has to come up a little bit. Just a little bit of bumping right there, but nice aggressive racing. Nothing really happening right there. Let's take you all the way back real quick to our race leader. We'll try to catch up with him real quick as we have to move some screens around real quick just to find out what's going on. There's the 121 leading the pack again over the 171 and 444. The 4 tightened up right behind that group as we're starting to see some lap traffic come into play with, looks like the 17 of Klinger moving and shaking. His way with that 4 group, the 60 up top. About to go another lap down. Or go his first lap down. Laps complete as the 121, 171, 444 lead the pack. It's a complete lap 13 right here from virtual Daytona. The Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. It's going to take a little bit to get used to, but still a great, great name for everybody. We'll catch up with our back of the pack and see how they are holding up. Check up with the 88, 17, 14, 36 back there. That 4-car tandem pack is trying to make those lines work. That's one of your teams right there, the 14, 17, and 88. That is that S&J team. As Don, having surgery, is trying to run with them as well. He said that he was, if he had to, he was going to get somebody else in to help him out and drive for him if they got a caution or something like that. But holding his own after having surgery, doing a great job, as our group is. Roughly about 19 seconds off of our leader. Still green flag racing. Lap 15 complete, or lap 15 started as the 121 still continues to lead the race. That group trying to make that line work as we catch back up to our leaders and continue this green flag racing. Good little stint going on right here as they're about to catch up with the 009 of Daniel Severson out of Florida. He is getting ready to have to contend with this traffic, but these guys are single file right now. Nothing doing just yet. Other than a few of the little incidents that we saw before, nothing really too much happening right there as you see the 009 about to be lapped by our race leaders. Nice, clean, effective racing. As we're going to take you high above everybody as the 009 stays high. Coming out of turn 3, headed for the back stretch. Or coming out of turn 2, headed for the back stretch. The 009 of Daniel Severson. And now first car 1 lap down. Zach Rinker right behind him in the 60. He was the car they passed just a little while ago. Michael Winter is still the first car 3 laps down, as now the 171, you see everybody trying to check up, and the caution should have flown there. Why it is not flying, race should have stopped there. Let's pull up something. Let's get race control going. I don't know what happened there, as we're going to pull that stuff over and take that transparent thing off of there, and there's the caution. That wasn't even me, somebody else did that. I think the race finally caught back up with everything that was going on, as now we are under caution on lap 18. As everybody was trying to come to pit road right there, and it just got insane. Trying to keep up with everything, and apologize about that. As the 121 comes off pit road, we're going to see where the pace car ends up, and goodness gracious, that was pretty aggressive. Let's find out where the first incident happened there, and we will try to catch all that up. So There's the incident. Let's come back and take a look at the incident. There's the incident right there as they were coming around. Nothing doing there. So that didn't look too bad. They were meeting lap traffic. Let's take a look right here. I believe this is where it happened right here. They were getting ready to come down and try to hit pit road as the 14 and 17. Well, we're getting ready to do that. There we are. Well, guys, I don't exactly know what happened there. All I know is that this is where it was supposed to look like. There it is. There's the contact into the 88. That started that part right there. That's what started the caution as everybody checked up on the backstretch. And then now we've got everybody coming to pit road as the lap cars did their thing. Sean Morissette having to come back to the top. Cody Rawlings went off track. We're going to take a look at this just a little bit. This is that front stretch. Is the 23 looks like he got turned into the 13 and went off track there. That was that first incident that we thought was going to start a caution but didn't. So let's catch back up to everybody as we go back to going live, as we are still under caution. Want to check up with our leader. In just a moment. So it's scoring the 121 as the race leader right now. Let's go back and as everything lines back out, we're going to see how this shakes up and where everybody ends back up in just a moment. As I believe the lights are still on the pace truck, the pace car going forward. Heck of a wreck right there. Had to catch back up with everything. That was crazy to see. Several incidents that made it work, but still just another setback there. As we can't catch back up with our race leader, they're still working out some Discord stuff and ways that we communicate through streaming. So apologize about not being able to do that. The number 4 of Shepard up there, Shane Shepard, he's going to be scored the race leader currently, and he is away. So currently we're going to kind of go back and talk to Sean Morissette. Sean, we saw things got shaken up back there just a little bit, buddy, and tell me what happened whenever you guys were coming around the corner there and you kind of got shoved to the inside and hit that wall.
Yeah, I got shoved to the inside, and I tried to make it work, but eventually I got into the wall trying to avoid whoever was behind me. But we're still running 11th, so we're going to try and maintain our position on the track, get a better restart this time.
It sounds good. We saw that hard hit right there. That fast repair worked out for you just a little bit for you, didn't it?
Yeah, I was saving my fast repair until I absolutely needed it, and I guess I did need it because I had a blown motor.
Well, that's a good thing. Well, at least you guys are back in the race. Looks like that you're sitting in your first car 1 lap down currently at the moment. So hopefully you get that lap back, and we see you back up there in contention.
Yeah, 10-4, thank you.
All right, that's Sean Morissette driving in the number 88. Had a rough spill right there, but still doing a great job trying to keep himself off the wall. We'll make sure that we keep up with him since he is first car. 1 lap down. 21 laps complete. We're still under caution right here from virtual Daytona with a not ready for Sunday night racing league. Things are about to shake and bake. Thought we could go all 40 laps green, but it didn't happen. The 44 of Shane Shepard being scored inside of the 35 of David Cotton. Travis Martineo in the 171 is going to be inside, starting second row on the restart. And the 17 of Josh Klinger is going to be outside of him. First caution brought out lap 17 as we're about to get ready to go back to green flag racing. We're currently on the backstretch. Pace lights on the pace car off. I will be right back with you when we go green flag racing in 20 seconds. Back to green flag racing with that number 4 trying to push the outside or the inside line with 171 behind him. Nice clean restart as everybody tries to stay single file, but looks like the 35 is going to have 3 wide right behind him. Jason with Signature Media Broadcasting. Broadcasting to you this fine Sunday evening with the not ready for Sunday night racing league in their inaugural practice run before the series starts on the 24th. Check them out by searching for their group on Facebook or joining their Discord by getting an invite for everybody. But search Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing on Facebook and you'll be able to check all of that out. And of course, and always, you can always check out our go to Twitch and check out our page right there as you can see the live stream going. Make sure that you check out all of the races that we host on there. Of course, twitch.tv/Master follow for all of those wonderful racing broadcasts from all sorts of different series. Remember, twitch.tv/follow for all of your racing needs. As we were talking about him just being a lap down a moment ago. Sean Morissette trying to hit the outside and make things interesting, but getting into the wall right there just a little bit. As number 4 continues to lead that inside line around the track. For 171 nose to tail, you can see the crumpling effect right there on the back of 4. As you take a look at the gearbox of number 4 and how close that truck is. So close that you can see the engine through all of the graphics. That's how close that truck is to number 4. As that Toyota Tundra shows around the track. Little overhead view of our racers coming around the front stretch into the dogway, coming across that line as it looks like the 171 is going to get a little help from the 121 and push him back past the 4. He says, "You're not going fast enough for me," so the 171 uses his teammates. Travis Martinelli and Stuart Peterson trying to get some extra interesting. Oh, and we've got a wreck on the backstretch as everybody is running into each other. Holy goodness gracious, this is the number 4 gets thrown to the side and caution does fly No need for a replay there. We know what happened there. We're going to catch back up to everybody. Good gravy, that was insane. Wonderful situation for everybody. Everybody's going to meet back up with the pace truck. The 171 of Travis Martineo is now back to the lead with the 121 of Stuart Peterson right behind him. Several trucks hitting pit road as lap 27 is now being taken in under caution. So checking everything out, moving things around. We're going to see what's moving and shaking in just a moment. Well, we've talked to all of the members of Team S&J. Now we're going to talk to the final and last member of S&J. How's that race going out there for you? Mr. Klinger, sorry about that. My button slipped there for a moment. Josh Klinger at number 17, you got me out there? Well, no Josh Klinger out there as we are still in a caution. Got a little bit of an echo out there. I'm going to try to fix that. maybe that might have worked, maybe it might not have, but the 171 of Travis Martineo is working the draft off the pace car there, if you can't tell, as you see these trucks all beaten and banged, trying to make sure they hold that line. And by the time that we get back to green flag racing, as the lights on the pace car are getting ready to be turned off, we will have 10 laps to go right here at virtual Daytona with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League with these Gander Mountain trucks. 3 Toyotas up front as we are still continuing to run things out. Back with you. This is Jason with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. They are starting their series this week. And when we get back to green flag racing, I'm going to take you inside some of the trucks, and we're going to let you crank it up in just a moment. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. All the platforms in which we stream on. You're right along with Sean Bolsett. I believe there's some family out there. It says, go Sean, well done on everything, and back on the lead lap. And Mr. Elrod, you've got a fan out there too. Let's go number 14. I appreciate everybody out there as Sean tries to avoid a little bit of wreckage right there. Trying to go down low. You're easing off the throttle, trying to check up and make sure that he works within the line. As it seems that number 17 is about to slide back down underneath. A lot of beating and banging going on with all of these trucks as lap 33 is complete with the 121 of Stuart Peterson is now your race leader. Followed up with Travis Martineo, who was his pusher earlier in the race. The number 60 is back up there in the mix. The 60 of Zach Rinker out of Illinois is what it says. But he is up there trying to move and shake and make things a little bit interesting in front of the number 14 of Jake Elrod of Team S&J. Things are still underway right here. Green flag racing as we continue to see these guys draw the lines down and get closer and closer to the end of the race as the 171 pushing the 121 around the track. The 14 trying to be as close as possible. We know that when it gets down to 1 or 2 to go, we're going to see side-by-side racing. There are no holds barred when it comes to the end of the race, so we will see what happens very, very shortly. Take a little bit about our race summary as we are continuing to move forward. The race length is 40 laps. We've got 5 laps to go right now. 6 lead changes and 2 cautions. Of course, that was way more than 4 laps, but still underway right here. So far, so good, as now you're going to start seeing a lot of those guys that were pushing before not going to be pushing anymore, as the 14 is going to try to make it interesting right here. You're going to start seeing some jostling as the 17 is going to come up on the inside of the 35. But Cotton, Klinger, going to try to gain some ground over the 35. No help on the outside though. Everybody's still side by side, or single file on the inside. Trying to run a clean race, but still not getting anywhere with it. The 55. See the 55 up there. Pachinka from 11th on up to 4th, driving around everybody. Fresher tires, but still trying to help everybody get to the finish. 2 laps down for Pachinka. 1, 2, 3 sets the 121, 171, and the 14. The 55 might not be able to win it, but the 55 can help push somebody to the end, as the 19 is going outside. See that directly in the back. As we take a look at the overhead view of what is about to shake up, the 17, 88, and 60 working together in that 3-car tandem right there. The 55 kind of just stuck in there. 35 outside of the 17 in the back there. The 121, 170 across the finish line right here from virtual Daytona. A lot of exciting things going on right here. As the 88 gets turned up, caution comes out, and now we're going to have a green-white checker. One attempt at a green-white checker right here, as everybody's going to come around to the pace car. And let's go back to what had just transpired. We saw the 88 kind of just go up in the air, flip, turn sideways. Just did all kinds of fun little stuff. Let's take a look at the 88's on the inside of the 17 right here. As you see a little shake and bake happening right there. Everybody kind of gets turned a little bit, and as they start to come around the corner, the 88 It's thrown up into the wall. So a lot of hard racing going on there as the 17 comes into contact with it. And that's what happens. That's hard racing. When you get down to the end of the field, that's what's going to make or break your race. So let's catch back up with everybody as the 88 sits on pit road. And we're going to catch back up with our leader, the 121 of Stuart Peterson. Stuart Peterson is out of Australia, so he is going to be thoroughly happy with his results if he can keep it on the solid double yellow line all the way around the track to lead the last green white checkered, as we are still underway right here from virtual Daytona with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League. I am Jason, and I believe we're going to have some pit road followers as everybody dives down, waiting and having to check up for the pace car. Everybody needing some good old-fashioned repairs, as you're going to see the 121 and 171 come down pit road to get a little reset, refresh. Been leading a lot of the race so far, as now your race leader is Elrod in the 14. Let's try to catch back up with Jake real quick while he is under. So as the leaders decide they're going to pit, Jake, you got me out there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
So now you're the race leader, and you're going to have to hold everybody off coming around to the green-white checker. Tell everybody what your plan is, or you can hide it if you want, but, you know, let everybody know what's going on.
I'm just trying to stay on the line and hold everybody off.
Well, you went from holding the pack in the back, trying to get everybody forward to leading the race. Solo member of your team kind of up there right now. With those, we had the leaders pit, so with them pitting, do you think you're going to be able to hold off those fresh tires?
I think so. I think they had to pit for gas. I came back down and topped off in the last caution.
Right on, fantastic. They're going to start from the back of the field, and you are going to have your hands full. Well, good luck with the last green-white checkered, and we'll see what happens at the end of the race.
I appreciate it.
Fantastic. Jake Elrod in that number 14 John Deere race truck right there. Fantastic fantastic race by everybody so far. We have currently the top 6 in the top 6 still on the lead lap. Jay Jordan's going to get the free pass when we go back to green. 2 cars on pit road. Dave Cotton looks like he went to pit road. Stuart Peterson as well. Zach Rinker is going to be up there. Joe Agnello from Pennsylvania is up there, is going to be on pit road as well. One attempt at a green-white checker. We are still under caution right here from virtual Daytona. Take a look at everybody out there. Yeah, Morris, we did see that there's some aggressive racing going on back there, and a lot of sliding. So appreciate everybody still continuing to watch out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Gonna have some solid racing still left to go as you see how things are lining up currently. We're gonna try to pull up some fancy screens right here. Here's your top 5 right now as they are scored coming across the stripe as the lights come off on the pace car. Mr. Jake Elrod's going to be on the inside lane starting the front. And Zachary Rinker is going to be in the second position on the outside row. Stuart Peterson in the 121 is going to be inside our leader, number 14. And the 171 is going to be working the outside line. And so those two have been working very well together. So we're going to see what happens there. And the 444 of Joe Agnello is going to be inside 5th position with David Cotton as his inside drafting partner. Green, white checker, so nothing is out of the sorts but one attempt at a green, white checker. And after that, the race is final. So if they can keep it on the line, we'll see what happens as we are about to go green flag racing once again from virtual Daytona. As it looks like everybody's jostling back and forth, trying to find their positions. We will see what happens. As lapped cars have to go to the back, and now we're about to be back in line correctly. As it looks like we are missing the 60 of Rinker there somewhere, but we're back to green flag racing once again as the 171 gets right up to the bumper of the 14 and gives him a nice shove. 2 to go right here from virtual Daytona, having to fall in line. As it's going to get right to the end of the bumper of the 14, with the 60 right behind the 171. 14 still leading right here at virtual Daytona. It's going to get exciting very, very quickly. The 121 kind of falls off the pace of the track. We're going to see what happens on that last lap. Are they going to go around him, or are they going to... Those fresh tires of the 171 might end up putting the 14 to the inside or outside, depending on how he pushes. Pushing that inside corner with the 60 going high above the 171, trying to carry speed on the outside line with the 121 behind him. The 60 gets turned, the 121 gets turned, and that is going to end up being your race right there. All they got to do is race to the end. They're going to score at 14, the 121. They are coming around. No matter what happens, this is the only race, or the last lap. So let's see what happens right here at the finish line as he comes down below the double yellow line, turns, and the 121 wins right there. And as they wreck each other at the finish line, that's how it's going to get scored. Fresh tires beat out the 14 when it came to the end of the race. A little redemption right there. Not even enough room for a burnout as the 171 wins. Right here at virtual Daytona with the not ready for Sunday night racing. Going to get our race results really quickly as it's going to score Travis Martineo as your winner right there in that 171 Toyota. Jake Elrod and the number 14 is going to finish second. The 444 of Joe Agnello is going to finish third. David Cotton and Stuart Peterson fourth and fifth. Top 10 finish for Sean Morissette, who we spoke to earlier, finished 2 laps down. First car, 1 lap down. Shane Shepard in the number 4. And we'll take a look at the last 5 drivers, 42 laps down. Cody Rawlings is the 23 of Michael winner, is back there in 14th as well. Mike Pachinko was trying to push everybody to the win right there for a little bit, and still continued to be a contender running with everybody. So a good race all in all, and we appreciate everybody tuning in once again right here from virtual Daytona with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League, which begins the 24th of next week, next Sunday night. Right around, practice starts about 8 p.m. Eastern, and race will be getting underway right around 8:55 Eastern Standard Time, of course. Taking a look at our schedule coming up as well for Signature Broadcasting. Check out No Limit Racing tomorrow. They are going to be up on our schedule. One of the quickest growing and fastest growing leagues in iRacing today. Of course, if you're not a part of iRacing, go to iRacing.com and check everything that they do out. Be a part of the simulator. Get in here and race yourself and maybe get a part of one of these leagues. You might be on a broadcast one day as well. Let's see if anybody's available to chit-chat real quick, as things are kind of lining out there. Can't talk to our race winner just yet, so just trying to get everybody in there as well, but not going to happen today. Well, I appreciate everybody out there watching, and like and share us on Facebook. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell down there for all of our broadcasts on YouTube. Get the notifications, of course, and if you're on Twitch, make sure that you subscribe to all of my broadcasts on there as well, and go on to the About page and hit the donate button. It's all for a worthy cause. I appreciate everybody, and this is Jason with Signature Media Broadcasting, right here with the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League.